Hey guys, so today I've got a little face of the day. I've got some completely different things than I normally use. So I thought it would be kind of interesting to show you guys. Let's see, I just got lost for a second. I did my roots. Remember I said in my last video, I was going to use just the 050 without having to double process my hair with the LB01, and I did, and I knew 050 was silver, it's gray, and I know that a lot of you are going to say it's gray. When I wash it a lot, it will lighten up a lot, and a lot of that will wash out. In the meantime, I would much rather be this color than red, and that has nothing to do with redheads. That is the orangish brassy color that my hair gets, and I hate it. And I can still see where a little bit of it is there. What I did, I went through, I took a whole box, or the whole box, mixed with, you know, the portions like you're supposed to mix it. I mixed it with 30 volume, but I did my roots, you know, and I don't know if you can tell in my other videos, but about this much past my regrowth was kind of red. So I went over that too. Well, left it on probably about 20 minutes because it was getting dark. I mean, my hair was getting dark. The color was turning really dark. And so I was getting scared. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be gray black roots. So what I did, after about 20 minutes, I kind of tried to bring all of the back and everything and get it up on top and get, you know, even if it was just a little bit mixed in for just 2 or 3 minutes, just to try to get it toned a little bit. So I did that, and then I rinsed it completely out. And I know I told you guys that I don't usually wash my hair after I do stuff like that, but I was really afraid it was going to be dark gray. And so I did wash it, but I used it with a good white color shampoo. If you guys hear the music in the background, I've got my iPad up there by the door, and it may be too loud. I apologize. I'm going to slide a little bit closer. I apologize for that. It was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop in here. And I don't know. It just made me feel weird. And I know you don't want to hear the TV. And if that is too loud, in my next video, I'm going to do another one here in a little bit too. That song sounds loud. That's why I'm saying that. Probably distracting. So, we'll just wing it this video and see. I did the fan for a while. I would pull my bedroom fan out in the hall, and that was like, and you couldn't hear me. So, but yeah, that song's a little loud. I've noticed that on my iPad when I'm playing it on my stereo, there's a few songs you can't hardly hear, and then some are like really loud. So, a few mentions before I tell you about what's on my face. I'm going to tell you the right name. I was given this, or it was either a $100 perk in Sephora, or they gave it to me. And it's the, I'm going to say this wrong because I've never heard anybody say it. Vita, Liberata, Luxury Tan, Moisture Lock, Phenomenal, Light as Air, 2 to 3 week. Does that really say 2 to 3 week tan and mousse? I'm sorry, on who? Not me, but it is nice. I love the color. It's a mediate color. I did put a little on my face this morning. I'm using my mitt that came with the Josie Maran oil. I still like the Josie Maran oil, but you can wash that right off your face the next day. This, to me, right now, seems a little better. I honestly think it is one of those that stains your skin, though. Kind of like the Saint Tropez. You know, it's more of, I don't know. And so anyway, I like this. I'm going to buy this in full size. That's going to be my next self-tanner. And I wanted to update you guys on the Saint Tropez. This is the Gradual Tan Shower. I stopped using it in the shower because it is such a small bottle. And I thought, you know, my hands always looked so bad on camera when I was putting the other stuff on there. I have 2 or 3 others. I have the L'Oreal spray, Sublime. Didn't really use the Josie Maran on the back of my hands. I had several that I would put on my hands. So I thought, you know what? I can keep this by my kitchen sink. And after I wash my hands or something, once a day or whatever, rub this on there really good, let it sit 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then go and rinse it off and see what color my hands are. And you can tell they're not tan, but they don't look as splotchy as they were looking on camera, but they're also not as dark. So I did skip a day, so that, you know, I think you have to kind of use this consecutively, because it tells you it takes, I'll make sure I was still recording, they tell you it takes 3 days before you actually see this color. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be messing with my hair. Oh, growing out bangs, love it. So I need to use this consistently and see, and if it does work and it does keep a little bit of color on my hands. I don't like to tan my hands in the tanning bed, just like I don't tan my face or my neck in the tanning bed, just because that's where you will show your first signs of aging. And have you ever seen somebody with the back of their hands look terrible? I mean, they can be 30 and their hands look 70, and that's what a lot of that's from. But anyway, if this works, I'm going to buy this in the full size, but I still have a lot. I still have half left. I'm going to try to remember to use this every day and see if it keeps that up, that color up. My Sephora mud mask, I used it for the 3rd time last night, but it's not fair to give it much yet, because this is what I did. I didn't feel like doing, I'll do this, my nose, and this, and I've been doing right up under my lip. I've been avoiding my chin just to make sure I wasn't going to get the sun rash or the heat rash or whatever, because I had been exposed to some sun and it doesn't pop out for days, and I didn't want to do anything to aggravate it. So I had not used it on my chin at all. So last night I did my chin with it, but it was the first time I've actually done my chin with this, so it's not like I've really used this 3 times. So what I may do, it didn't bother me at all, and it didn't feel like it bothered my chin at all. What I may do, since it's been a few days since I've done this, what I may do tonight is do an all over and try to tell you guys a little bit. I feel like it does help get the stuff out of your pores. From what I can see when I'm looking in the mirror, they look cleaner. I can't tell that they look smaller. And I'm also using the Mario, excuse me, Badescu Cucumber Cleansing Water. That is supposed to be good for that stuff too. It's a toner. So we'll see. Oh, and gosh, I wish I would have brought it in here. I bought at Whole Foods the sugar cane. Oh gosh. I'm going to have to tell you what it is below. And I actually ended up throwing the packaging away. I will know it again when I see it in Whole Foods when I go back to buy it. But I bought them. They have gigantic bags. I bought the like 1 pound bag. It was like $6, and you scrub your face with it. And it's not like the sugar you put in your coffee. It's a little bigger than that. But I've been scrubbing my face with that too. I've used it, well, I think I've only used it twice this week. But I like it. And I'll tell you the name the next time I go buy it, because I threw the package away because it was just a dang mess, and I ended up pouring it out and putting it in a container, and I threw the bag away. But I can tell you this, in Whole Foods where the sugar cane granules are, it's in a bag, one like chips and stuff come in. You can rip the thing and then reseal it, but I didn't do that. And it's green and clear. The bag is green and clear. I want to say wholesome, but that may not be right. So anyway, some updates on that stuff. Oh, I started out with my lips today. I was going to use my Rimmel in East End Snob, and I've never used it before. I think I just showed this to you in a haul. It freaking broke. I mean, I'm not going to throw it away, but come on now. What? So I will show you what's on my lips, but I'm going to start with what I started with. Let's see. Alright, I'm trying to think. Since I did the tanner, I did not want to go behind it with a moisturizer. I did not want to go behind it with a BB cream. And I did not want to go behind it with a foundation. That would, and even what I used may have still kind of interfered with me not getting as brown from it. I mean, I did wait a few minutes, but I wanted to use something that was more, less creamy, less watery. So I used, and this is what's all over my face. Whoa. And I'm going to tell you the full name. You guys have seen this a million times. It's the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. My fingerprints. And I used this, I put this on with my Sedona Lace FB07 flat brush. And I just swirled around there and I just went all, I put my hair back, of course. Went all over my face and I even did my forehead with it. That's what's on my face. I don't have any powder on or anything. That's the only thing I have on my face. When I first bought this and I was going to use it as a contour, I was like, there's no contour line. It's about the same color as foundation I use. But anyway, that's okay because I like it. So, and then what I did after I got my whole face done and I went down my neck a little bit and everything, I went in and I did try to do some extra here. But I think mostly what you see is my blush. Love this stuff. So then, no, I didn't put any powder over my face. My makeup's a lot different today than I usually do. So then I went in with my champagne pop. And that's what you see here, here, and here. Not around my eyes. And then I used my... I love Milani so much. This is Milani number 02 in Rose d'Oro. And I heard somebody say that it was like a darker Warm Soul. And, you know, and I thought, well, let me dig mine out. Because, you know, I just bought Warm Soul and you can see it on me. And you can see this on me too. But I think it is. I think it's a really pretty color. It's just, you guys know I like all that Luminoso, Pinch, NYX Pinch. I love all those colors. Let's see. That music's annoying to me. So I know it's probably annoying to you, and I'm sorry. That won't happen again. I was just trying to do some creativity here. No, actually, I'm trying to drown myself out from the neighbors. But how did I start my eyes? This is where I'm going to get confused because I really was playing this morning. The very first thing I did, now I don't know if I did this in the proper order or not, but the very first thing that I did, just because that's what I felt like doing, was I went in, oh my goodness, the name's not on here and I'll tell you why. I went in with my Jessie's Girl. That's what's in the corner of my eyes. And I'm going to tell you why. And I've been through this so many times and I've probably been through this in videos before. They have a sticker on here keeping the container closed. And it has the name of it on here. But I will tell you this. It is, if you go in, I think it's Rite Aid that sells these. If you go in Rite Aid, it is the only one. There's several. My goodness, let me swatch it. There's several that look silvery, but one's a, you can look at one and tell it's gold. This is a silver, like white silver. I can't remember the name of it. I used to know the name of it. I know it when I see it though. So, and you know, there's other ones you may like better. Like you may like the one that's silver with, it's silver with gold in it. It's really pretty. But that's what's in the corner of my eyes. And then, oh my gosh, I went in with my, I got that stuff on my thing. I went in with my Naked Basics 2. And I went all over my lid. Give me something to point with Stark. Just all over. Just laid it down. And I had also gone over my lid with the Chanel. When I just went all over my whole face with that Chanel. I believe that's the only thing I used out of that palette. Excuse me, now I got hiccups. I think that's the only thing I used out of the Naked 2 palette. Or the Naked 2 Basics palette. This is where it's going to get hard for me. Maybe not too hard. Okay, so here we got Naked 3. The Rose Gold palette. I don't want to tell you wrong. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. I went in... My goodness, Natalie, come on now. I went in with this one as a crease color, and then I went over it with this one because it wasn't quite dark enough. I lied. No, that's what I did, but I did use my Naked 2 Basics. This right here is my outer V, and I didn't lay anything down. I cleaned it up. I didn't lay anything. You know how I've been laying stuff down to get a sharp edge? I went behind with a concealer brush and a tiny bit of foundation and just cleaned it up a little bit. But yeah, that's my, and it's light. Like I put a little bit and just blended it really, really well. And then under my brows, we're going back to the Rose Gold palette. I went in with this one. And like I said, I'll list these below. And then, okay, so that's what's right under my brow. And then in between my crease color, which was matte, and my brow bone highlight, I went in, and I've never done this before, in between the two with this one. It does look pink, but it looks more skin tone, kind of like Bare Skin. This reminds me a lot of Bare Skin, Bare Minerals with this one. So just a little bit though. So I'll actually show you. I'll put a little bit on my brush right here. Just a little bit. And that's just kind of a in between your brow and in between your crease colors to get. And I usually, you know, you do a lot of shimmer. I think where I need to stay away from the shimmer is right here on my moving lid part, because that's the first place on your top eyes that'll start wrinkling up. And then I have on lashes. I have on no liquid liner. I went underneath. Well, okay, waterline. I use this Wet n Wild pencil, and it's 609A, and it's the blue one, and I've showed this in several videos. But I love this blue. That's my waterline. And I think my eyes started watering a little bit. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm lucky that they look as good as they do right now, because they have been watering again this morning, of course. So see, you know, I said I quit using mascara because it was making my eyes water. I don't think it helped, but I don't think that's what was making my eyes water. Okay, so then I went underneath right here, bottom lash line, with my Maybelline Color 24-hour metal, 24-hour tattoo metal eyeshadow in Inked in Pink. Ooh. Because this, I knew anything I laid down on this would stay. And when I laid this down, it just kind of looked fleshy tone, and like I stayed right up underneath my lashes with that. If I would have come down, it wouldn't have looked good. So then I went over that. So that's a cream that's going to make like a base. And then I went over that with the Urban Decay Last Call. I don't have a small brush in here, I would show you. So under this blue line, this color that you see, that you really see, is this Last Call. So it's kind of a purple and blue. And then you got the white inner corner. And then you kind of got the neutral bottom lid. But then you kind of pick up a little bit more pink. And so I thought that was pretty. My lashes are the 615s. And I do not have any liner up top. The past few times I've actually wore my liner, it's the Maybelline Studio Gel with the little thing that brush that comes with that I just love. The last couple times I've worn that, I can look at, well, even like the day I did the 9-hour-old video, it looks like that like 2 hours later. And it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with whether it's MAC or Maybelline. It just looks like that. It won't stay like that. So I'm going to start experimenting with just doing the upper waterline. And so I didn't do it today. And just seeing where I come off with that. Because I'm getting, it just gets gunky up in here. And I don't like it. I just don't like it. So today I don't have any liner up top. And gosh, I'm almost done. That seemed real complicated. But like I said, I was just playing. And I really like the outcome of it. That doesn't look like it was blend. Oh, and I went in with my concealer brush after all that was done. And just draw a line. You don't have to put a lot. Just barely touch it, or foundation. And you can make it as sharp as you want. I think I'm going to start doing that instead of trying to lay something down, because when I lay it down and then I lay it down over here, it's not even, and then that's how I end up coming down further on one side and coming down further on another side, and next thing you know, I got eyeshadow everywhere. With that, you can do it like you want it, and then it's pretty easy to look at it and do this one like you want. Like, they're pretty even. So, I told you what I started out putting on my lips that broke, so I put it down. So I ended up, I outlined my lips in MAC Soar. That's what you see. Yeah. And then when I got up here, I don't know, Soar, Spice, all those colors, Whirl, none of them define my Cupid's bow. And I don't know if I'm more pigmented up there or what, but I'll tell you what does is my Kat Von D's, the purple one, Aisha. I finally said it right the first time, in Lolita, because they're dark enough and they stay, they don't move. So I went in with my Lolita and I actually lined my top lip with Lolita. I love these things. Somebody asked me, did I love these? Absolutely. Like, I cannot wait for Lolita 2 to come out next month. Don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be real close to the same color, but I'll probably get it. Unless it's just, if it's lighter, I may not get it because I have bow and arrow. And then, right in the center of my bottom lip, and like I said, I was just kind of playing. This is not that big of a deal. I went in, I love these. I have two. I have this one and the purple one. And the other day I mentioned it when I showed you my purple one, and I couldn't remember this color name to save my life. Oh, I brought the wrong one. Oh my gosh. This is the purple one. That's not what I used. I used the nude one. And it's like Enduring Nude or something. I'll list it below. This is not what I used. And all I did with that color, with that nude color, is it's right there. Now I forgot the name of it. Ow! I just slapped myself on the leg. If my last video offended anybody, I'm not going to apologize, because never apologize for being yourself. But I wasn't trying to offend anybody when I said that at the end. I believe in certain things, and I don't believe you treat people the way some people treat people. And with this particular person, it hits close to home on YouTube and in Wilmington. So I'm just a little bit over it. So anyway, I won't go into that spiel because I won't drop names, even though a lot of you probably know who I'm talking about. Send me all this stuff and call me pretty so I can sell it on eBay so nobody knows I'm selling it. But I'm giving it to my daughter that don't wear makeup. So I think that's it. I've got a Q&A coming up. And if I did not get your question in this Q&A, don't hesitate to go below it and ask me, and I'll answer it. I was going to do like 15 or 20, but I'm doing 10 because that's probably going to have me talking quite a bit. So anyway, I'm going to turn the music down. I'm going to get this stuff put up. I'm going to regroup myself, and I will see you in a little bit.